Hello everyone, welcome to the Hideout. I'm going to be covering my free-to-play account progression through day 1 on Gundam Generation Eternal. So going over my units, I've been using the same units the whole time that I acquired with rerolling. I've got the Gundam Exia, the Gundam F91, the Gundam Phoenix, the G-Quux Gundam, and the Halphas Gundam. As far as stages go, I've got Gundam fully complete except for stage 3. I've got Zeta complete except for the hard stages. I've got Seed complete except for the hard stages. And I'm currently working on Wing. For my upgrade stages, I've got everything to level 2. I'm going to try and target 1 level per day on the upgrade stages for now. And I have actually completed the Gundam Eternal Road stage. As far as events go, I am going to try and focus on the Fierce Enemy Assault. It is available right now. It is a recurring event that comes around and goes around. There's a couple Gundams that I'm kind of looking at getting for it. I have done the Zaku Warrior live concert type, mainly for the mission and stuff, but Violent Custom, Destiny Impulse, Red Gundam, Titania, those are all some of the Gundams that I can look at getting, along with the Mark II or Mark III, Full Armor Mark III. I think those are the ones that I'm probably going to be looking at targeting. Hopefully I can try and get a triple limit break on at least one of those before the event runs out. And now I am just going to go into doing some pulls. I've got 60 pulls, 20 from tickets and 40 from diamonds. I could pull on a featured banner, but for the sake of just the tutorial and consistency, I am going to pull on the premium unit assembly, just the basic banner. Kind of want this to be like a little follow along series, so if people are out there wanting to follow along, they can just kind of see what I'm doing and just using the basic stuff that the game provides. You probably could and or should pull on the featured unit assemblies rather than the premium unit assembly, because the featured unit assemblies, you usually get a guaranteed UR with, like, some of them are 50, some of them are 100 pulls, but everything in the premium unit assemblies are in the featured unit assemblies. It's just that the featured unit assemblies have higher drop rates on their banner exclusive featured units. So you can consider pulling on the featured unit assemblies. It's probably a better idea, but just for the sake of the, following along, I am going to be pulling on the premium unit assembly. So on our first pull here, my game actually crashed, but we didn't get anything. I'm just going to go back into my upgrade units to show that I didn't actually get anything good. On our second ticket assemblies, we didn't get anything either. We did end up getting a Gundam Pluton with a pilot on it, so, not bad to have additional pilots in the back pocket. Child Acoustica. She's a melee-oriented celestial being pilot, so I think she's G-Quux, I want to say, or maybe Caliburn type pilot. On the next set of pulls, I do end up pulling a UR, and it's a UR supporter. It's Rain Mikuramo and Bud Carrier, and it actually ends up working out perfectly because this is an unstoppable supporter, and I'm using an unstoppable team, so I now have an unstoppable UR supporter, which works out perfectly for my team. It's a huge upgrade. A little bit of luck involved with that one, but we will definitely take it. That will definitely help us going forward, because now our unstoppable team is basically set up for the early game. Also ended up pulling a Gundam GQ, which doesn't actually look like a terrible SSR unit, an SSR tank support. Got 5 movement, good terrain compatibility, tough as nails tags, pretty good abilities by the looks of it, and the weapon ranges are 1 to 3 on it, which I kind of like for the tank support characters, because with those types of weapon ranges, that means that it'll actually stay in the fight instead of kind of straddling the edges and attacking from ranges. On our next pull, we didn't get any URs. We did end up getting a 1.5 Gundam with a pilot and an additional copy of the GQ Gundam. So Gundam is something that I can maybe think about using later on. A single limit break on an SSR is not terrible. On the next pull, we do end up pulling a UR. It is a Striker Custom. Not a terrible unit. Might be able to fit it into some type of series squad or a different type of supporter squad. I'm not sure exactly what the tags are on it, but it might have some decent tags. And I also got an Iron-Blooded Orphans SSR supporter. And on our final pull, I ended up getting just 2 SSRs. One with a pilot, though. So, that's something. But that was it for the pulls. So we ended up getting 2 URs, a Striker Custom, and Rain, Mikamura, and Bud Carrier, which Rain's big there. A couple of SSR supporters is always nice because it adds versatility to our options. And other than that, a couple of mobile suits that we could think about limit breaking and potentially developing in the future after we get most of our diamonds and materials to do additional pulls and stuff. But that'll wrap it up for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for more on the free-to-play account series, where I'm going to be progressing through with no paid content, no whaling, just complete free-to-play. We should be able to progress pretty far and build out a decent lineup without spending any monies. So, hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.